Hello and welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And today we're talking Rihanna.
Yes. Might be hinting that she's retired.
We'll also talk about Sam Asghari because he is setting sail and becoming his own person now. Like, independent of Britney Spears, he's been cast in a big reality show, The Traitors. But he cannot discuss Britney Spears while he's on the reality show.
Such a bummer. That's what you want to hear from him.
I know, right? Finally, we're going to discuss baby Reindeer because the real life woman, Martha, Fiona Harvey, she wants to sue Netflix now for $50 million.
Yeah, that is crazy. She's basically saying they did her dirty.
Right. And for Almost News, we have a special guest. His name is
Steven Glickman.
Yes.
So have you seen this new trend on TikTok? It's called I Remember When.
Right,
And
of course.
it has like all these celebrities are jumping in on it and they're saying like I remember when I lost my mind, and it'll show like things you did to like get a guy or impress a guy, or things you did like you had eyebrow blindness and you had like the worst eyebrows back in like embarrassing.
Eyebrow blindness.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay.
So it's like things that you did in the past that now you're looking back and you're like, oh my gosh, cringe.
Okay.
So the song that's on TikTok that's being used is a cover of CeeLo Green's song that goes, I remember when I lost my mind.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
But the cover song is done by Steven Glickman, and actually we're going to speak to him today.
Fantastic. Okay, let's get to our top story, though. We got photos of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky out and about, and she was very obviously trying to send a signal that she is retired.
Yep. So she was wearing a shirt, which actually we found the shirt. It's a Fruit of the Loom shirt from like way back in the day, kind of vintage. And her shirt said, I'm retired. This is as dressed up as I get. But obviously, if you're Rihanna and you wear a shirt that says something, anything, people are going to take it literally, like this is you trying to say something to everybody. For her to wear a shirt saying, I'm retired, just kills all the Rihanna fans because we want her to not be retired. We want her back in music.
Right, well, she hasn't put out like a full-length album in like almost 8 years, 9 years. Like, and so people are worried that she's retired from music. And so this is just kind of poking people saying, basically I am. But she's not retired overall because she just came out with Fenty hair.
Right. And she's got her Fenty beauty line. She has the Savage, Fenty Savage, like lingerie line that she has as well. So she definitely has like other business ventures. But, of course, her fans want more music. Her songs were bangers back in the day.
Well, hopefully she's not retired from music, but bit of a hiatus she's been on.
What's your favorite Rihanna song? Or is it Rihanna? Rihanna or Rihanna?
I think it's Rihanna.
Rihanna.
Rude boy, can you do it?
Oh, that's kind of an interesting one. I feel like people automatically go to, like, Umbrella.
Oh, Umbrella, of course.
Yeah, or We Fell in Love in a Hopeless Place.
I like that too. She just got so many hits, and when you listen to her music, it's just like, oh, she wrote that too, I forgot. She wrote that too, I forgot. Anyway, on to our next story. Sam Asghari is taking his career in a new direction. He is now being cast on the reality show Traitors.
Yes, great show.
Have you watched it?
They reached out to me for the first season to be on it.
No way.
Yeah, years ago, but I was getting married that year. I did do like a couple like Zoom interviews with them.
No way.
Yeah.
I would love to be on that show.
It didn't have a name at the time.
Really?
They told me like the concept, and they liked the fact of like having a reporter on there to kind of snuff out like who the traitors are and who aren't. So yeah, I mean, I was like totally down, but I was getting married that year. I had my honeymoon in Italy.
Can you send them my details?
I know. And they didn't say like, they said it will be like some kind of castle in Scotland. Like they revealed that. They didn't reveal like who the host was going to be or anything like that. But so I do know about it, but I've actually never seen an episode.
It is such a good show. It is such a good show. And Sam Asghari has been cast in it alongside Chriselle Staus, Tom Sandoval, Boston Rob. A pro wrestler as well. And a lot of the reason these sort of middling celebrities get cast in shows like this is so they tell their private lives and dish some dirt, and so it gets more headlines for the show. But Sam is banned from discussing Britney.
Yeah, and I think, like, they're probably thinking having Sam on is great because he'll be able to talk with other cast members and maybe, like, plant any little thing about Britney because obviously that's gonna get headlines,
Mm.
and that's what they want, more publicity for people to watch that season. But if he's not able to really talk about their marriage or what he's been through, it's kinda like, okay, does he have a personality past being Britney? I think everyone thinks, like, he is known as Britney's
Right.
ex-husband. We don't really know his personality outside of that.
Mm.
Is there a personality outside of that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Well, this Traitors show is all basically about scheming and
Right.
tactics and trying to manipulate people or figure out if you're being manipulated. So
Mhm.
I think we will see like the inner workings of Sam's mind and see how bright he is.
Wow, what a dig.
Well, I don't know. You just see him as like this meathead model,
Yeah, that's always at the gym doing personal fitness classes.
but maybe he's like a secret nerd too. Who would know?
Yeah, no, I think this could really be good for his career, or it can just confirm what the public already thought about him.
Okay, on to our final story. The real life baby reindeer. Well, the lady from Baby Reindeer. Her name is Martha on the show
Yep.
and Fiona Harvey in real life. She is suing Netflix for defamation, negligence, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and she wants $50 million for her troubles.
Why is this not shocking? Like, this kind of like checks out, doesn't it?
It does.
So, like, on the show, it's this guy. It's scripted, but the main guy, like, this is his story,
Yes.
his real life story.
Yes.
And so basically, I mean, there's a lot of different like story themes in the show, but like ultimately it's about a girl that like is stalking him, and she sends him like what 11,000 like text messages, emails, and is like obsessed with him.
Yeah, and like assaults him and just, stalks his family even.
Yeah.
Well, people track down the real woman, and now she's super not happy because she says she never stalked him, she never sexually assaulted him.
And
She-
didn't she say like in the past that there weren't actually that many emails and texts that she
She
sent?
said she may have sent like 10 emails.
Yeah, I don't know.
But she also says she's not a convicted stalker. So I would have thought that Netflix would do their due diligence before airing it. And like either she's a convicted person or she's not. And either those emails and texts exist or they don't. And I would have thought a big company like Netflix would check before they put out, this is a true story.
But it's
So
like based on a true story.
did it say based or this is? I think it said this is. I don't think it said based.
But also, like, they don't reveal who she is.
But it's easy to track her down based on things she says, and like she's a lawyer on
Well,
the show. She's
she
a lawyer in real
revealed
life.
herself.
Yeah, but people had found her before that.
I just think it just, don't say anything, and then people aren't going to confirm it's you. She confirmed it's about her.
Yeah, when she took that Piers Morgan interview.
Yes, exactly. She's doing sit-down interviews about it.
I'm sure there's ways that she could capitalize on this moment a bit. Like, I don't think she's going to win the case. I just would have thought,
She's definitely not going to win the case, right?
but she should use this to get some money out of. Like, she could get her own show or her own documentary about her series of events. I just don't think that she's going to get much money out of this, because if you write a memoir or a biopic and there's someone who's been in your life who there's a negative story to tell about them, you can tell it about them. You can say their name even. If it's true and it's provably true, like, Rebel Wilson talked about Sacha Baron Cohen. Britney Spears talked about Justin Timberlake. It's not like they're going, we're going to sue you. Like, if it wasn't true, maybe they'd say, we're going to sue you. But this Martha lady, I think she's just like not sure what to do. She feels vilified.
But isn't it also easily provable? All the emails she sent,
Right.
all the text messages.
Right.
Like, I feel like, I mean, and they never name her in the show. So what grounds does she have?
Yeah, Fiona Harvey doing this is very in keeping with what the character Martha
I
might
know.
do.
Right.
Might do in this situation.
Yeah, I do want to hear her side though. Moving on to our final segment. So there's a new TikTok trend called I Remember When. A bunch of celebrities have jumped on this. Tana Mongo, Julia Fox. And the cover song that's being used in the background is actually a cover song of CeeLo Green's Crazy. And we have a surprise guest, Steven Glickman, the voice behind the cover song. Steven, thank you for joining us.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, TMZ?
Hey, Steven.
So when did you like originally record the cover of Crazy?
I recorded Crazy in a recording studio in, oh my God, 2021.
Okay.
It was I my piano and vocals on it is one take. It was end of the day. I had recorded a bunch of other covers that day, and I was putting together my first album, so I was like, all right, let's just try it out. I love this song. I've been playing Crazy like as part of shows that I've done for so many years, and then to just be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna try it, let's just see how it goes. And it went really well, and then I brought my sister in to produce. My sister Natalie London is
Wow.
a
Family
big
affair.
yeah, she's a big recording artist and music producer. So I brought her in. She's from a band called Hey King, and they came in. She worked on it, and then we brought in Marza Wilkes, the cellist, who I met on TikTok, and she arranged stuff for her, and then mixed it, and then we dropped it at in 2021, and Lizzo shared it.
No way.
Wow.
And I don't know Lizzo, but she shared it, and it did like 600 million plays when it first came out, which was like
Wow.
an unbelievable amount. But it's been dwarfed by what has happened here. I mean, this is 2 billion plays, and
Yeah, it's actually
it-
now number 6 on the Billboard TikTok Top 50 this week. When did you realize the song was going viral?
I started getting, like you get messages from like your friends and stuff, but then I got like a phone call from like an elderly aunt, my aunt Tina, who lives in Florida, and she was like, I saw a video, and
jeez.
you're in the video. It's your voice. What is that?
Aw.
Yeah, it was like once I heard that it was hitting like Facebook and Instagram and all the things. That's when I was like, oh wow, this is like really a thing. And then freaking then you start seeing like celebrities using it, and like big TikTokers, and it's mind-blowing, man. I just
What does that
Lord.
feel like to go viral? What are those emotions like when you're like, damn, maybe just about everyone in the world is listening to me right now?
Well, like I'm on TikTok all the time. Like I'm always scrolling TikTok, So for suddenly to like keep hearing yourself like again and again, and like James Charles is using it, you're like,
Yeah.
what? And like all these like people, like it's really like it really makes me feel very good. It's like a really wonderful feeling because I love to sing. I'm about to record my first live album June 22nd here in Los
Ooh.
Angeles at the Village, which is really exciting. But like I love playing music, and I love playing the piano. I mean, like I have 2 pianos in my home, so I'm always playing music and always doing this kind of stuff. But for it to like get that kind of recognition is just it's shocking.
I'm sure it's good for business too. Have you landed any gigs since it became so big?
Yeah, I actually haven't been able to share this, but I will share it with you guys
Ooh.
exclusively.
Love it. Love it.
I got booked to be the halftime show for the WNBA in
No
Las
way.
Vegas and I fly out Tuesday with my whole band.
Amazing.
And
Aw.
we're gonna go and do Crazy, and we're gonna do something else. And as far as I know, the Las Vegas Aces on next Tuesday is already sold out. It's 12,000 people in
The
the audience.
WNBA is bigger than the
goodness.
NBA right now. So I
They're
mean,
it
this
is.
is the
huge.
gig.
They're huge. Yeah, so that's a massive opportunity. And then like I booked like a really funny gig over at HGTV that's like just a
Oh.
comedy gig, like where I'm like a talking head, one of these. But like when I spoke to casting, they were like, "Yeah, we know about the TikTok thing." Like that's
Oh,
Awesome.
wow, that's
so
amazing. Have
like
you
it's
seen any
definitely getting around.
royalties yet from the song?
It's I'm about a month out from royalties on it, but
So not yet, not just yet.
not yet, but I do kind of have a plan
Ooh.
for it because
How are you going to spend that cash?
well, so I spoke to CeeLo.
No.
I've been talking to his team.
Wow.
Well, I saw he posted the trend too.
Yeah, he posted it. Yeah. So he's actually posted it a few times, which is pretty cool. But I am gonna fly out to Atlanta and go and meet him and be having some funds to be able to go and travel and do some of the shows that I'd like to go do. Just would mean means the world to me, and also to be able to fly my mom with me, or go with family to go and do it would just be so cool.
So what are you doing with CeeLo when you meet him? Are you guys going to record a little duet together?
We're gonna see. We'll see. I mean, I have things that I want to do, and I think he has things he wants to do, and I just, just to be actually able to sit down with him and talk with him about music and about this song and what it means to him and what it and where it came from and all that kind of stuff, it would be so cool just as a fan of being able to talk to people and talk to him. It would be, that'd be pretty amazing. So we'll see. I mean, I've got big hopes for what that could turn into, but I'm trying to pace myself,
right,
which is not going well. Literally yesterday I woke up, I was number 41 on the top 50 Billboard. I wonder if I can get a plaque or something, and I'm I'm man, I gotta figure this out. That'd be cool to hang that in my place. And then 10 minutes into being awake, I got a phone call that I was number 6.
Wow. So awesome.
It's Billie Eilish, Kendrick Lamar, and then it's she's 4 or 5 and I'm 6.
Amazing.
Wow.
I'm not even signed at a record label. This is
well, hopefully soon. Which, by the way, obviously congrats on all the success. But I mean, in this song, you have such a distinct voice. And, we're kind of running out of time, but I want to get you to do one thing before we go. Can you sing a little bit for us?
Sure. Ooh, wow. Maybe just a little. I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. How about that?
Amazing.
Oh
CeeLo needs to be on your album, man. Yes. You're recording it. He needs to be on it.
Dream from your mouth to God's ears, man.
Dream, baby. That's Steven, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. And thank you again. We'll catch you later.
Cheers, Steven.
Love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Steven.
You too. Bye.